Establishing battlefield control. Stand by.
Hey people, 5 Aces here. Welcome back to the Shattered Paradise Clusterfuck tournament. A tournament that went about as well as punching a house of cards back into shape. So, this is the finals for those of you who missed it last week. The finals were supposed to be played on stream roughly 2 to 3 weeks ago. But fate had decided otherwise. The gods were not pleased. And we had some rough patches, let's say it's been a rough start. We've had random disconnects, we've had internet issues, we've had bug abuse, misconduct. But at the end of the day, those two players are back at it again. This is the second part in a best of 7. And our players are, let's start counterclockwise. We've got on the bottom left, spawning as the mutants, Punsho the Thrice-Blessed. He was to be out of this tourney 3 times, but he managed to prevail. Despite all the circumstances, he got really lucky, and he also clawed his way back with sheer mutant power. And his opponent is the random Renegade, Icesinithol, one of the only players who went for random throughout the tournament. This time, he got dealt the wild card. He got dealt Nod. And I like that a lot. I just don't like the map a lot for Nod, because this is a very choke-pointy map. Nod thrives on open maps. Let's see if that's gonna pose a problem for him. This is also, the map is called Blistering Sands, and it's got those 2 new card points. Those are very interesting buildings. The nuclear power plant is basically a free expansion until it isn't. Let me explain. For those of you who have never seen it, you can capture it with an engineer. It provides build radius around this size, I would say, like so. It also provides you with access to direct Tiberium expansion, and it provides you with a violent explosion when destroyed. So this is always kind of a gambit, because if you lose the power plant, especially to random artillery units, then it's gonna take your whole base with it, basically. And everything you've built at that expansion is forfeit. So many players I've seen just skip on those, because it's too risky. Both players taking the Derricks, nothing too crazy in the early game. And Punsho double ref, wouldn't be surprised. Yep, there's a double ref for Ice as well, who obviously has a bit of a faster start with Nod, because the militants are just faster than Marauders. But it didn't go infantry heavy anyway, so this is going to be Crusaders. I'm assuming what's probably going to happen is he's going to pop out buggies. Yes, very good choice. Buggies are the RC toy cars of Shattered Paradise, but they're also super good in just swarming the opponent and doing some nice hit and runs. They are turreted and very fast, which lends itself to nice little flank attacks and distraction maneuvers. Ooh, he has spotted the move out of the MCV. It's also a beacon. Huh. Okay, the Tiberian Fiend's chasing after the Militant. Militant has injected combat drugs, and as such does not feel pain, apparently. So it doesn't go prone. Blah. What's kind of the Tiberian Fiends are mauling it to death with whatever they're shooting. Okay, the RC toy cars are in motion. And this is going to be a 5 stack of them as anti-armor, in the anti-armor variety. I really like them, like especially when you go for high tier play. Like flamer buggies are amazing, laser buggies are just the be-all end-all. What he can do now is unload his Javelin Troopers, or whatever he called, and put in some militants just to provide some cheap anti-infantry. I would like to see that. It also catches your opponent off guard many times, because he's going to expect anti-infantry buggies that are actually going to be met with AV. Okay, just giving him a nice little reach around. You can see how mobile they are, and they barely take any damage when they're moving. That's kind of hard-coded into how SP works, or the OpenRA engine for that matter. And that's the Tiberian well done. Good hustle here. Conversely, there's going to be a little bit of an eco raid on Punsho's lines by a swarm of anti-vehicle buggies. He has not lost one just yet, but he hasn't killed anything either. Not too successful thus far. He can't manage to find the angle. Now finally getting to Sniper Link's tank. That's good. He should unleash the crabs. This map is interesting because he can kill the crab hive and it's gonna spawn crabs. That's so cool. Very nice. Very nice kiting. His micro has been on point. Icesinithol so far. Yeah, now he's lost one buggy. That's alright. Trading a buggy for a harvester any day of the week. That's super worth it. Second harvester down. Ooh. And the shot misses. As such, the anti-vehicle buggies all stay alive. He just managed to lose one. That's amazing. He shoot now. Oh, there's no access here, right? So he has to go through the base. That's kind of unlucky. Ah, one down. Is the Marauder gonna find another return kill? Yes, he is! Oh lord, I think that was maybe even the AoE from the rockets. So anyway, tick tank transition. Ah, Crusaders, not Javelins. Crusaders is what they're called. I've gotten it wrong in the past 2 casts then. And he's unloading the Crusaders. One of them directly on the Tiberium, because fuck that guy in particular. Okay. What's it gonna be? Maybe anti-infantry buggies. Would make more sense against this army. As evidenced here by the progress of this game, no one has dared taken the nuclear power plants just yet. It's somewhat safe, because no regular land unit can reach over there over the cliffs, but tier 3 artillery units can, and obviously aircraft can. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, and also any sort of amphibious or underground transport, which Nord has plenty of. And mutants don't really. Mutants only have the demo truck being a hovering unit. So yeah, that would kind of be a smart play. Choo choo. Not MCV with its steampunk aesthetic. Moving out again. Punsho's got most of the flank secured, and that's kind of the problem I was talking about on this map. Nod is not very great here. Simply because they can't multi-prong. You can see that Punsho's managed to lock down the entire map. And yeah, the eco is even. But there is no way of breaching and inflicting any structural damage without Punsho knowing. First Garg is online here. Just scouting the perimeter. Just observing. So nice little base layout for both. We're gonna check the statistics real quick. That's a very calm and quiet early game, but it's the calm before the storm usually. Punsho with a bigger bank, but other than that, the assets are relatively even. Nothing decided just yet. So that's a big advantage though with the gargoyle. With the help of the gargoyle, Punsho can scout the perimeter and see where to attack and where not to. That's a quadruple hand of Nord already, but I expect the number of armories to be larger than 0 as well. Oh wow! Punsho has rushed the Forgotten Hall. He's also out of power, and he's having harvesters on a strike again. Okay. That sucks. What is he building? Lyra. And a Falcon. Ooh, the Falcon is gonna be good. Giving him the good old 1-2 Falcon punch. Demo bikes. I think he's gonna have a hard time breaching though. Ooh. Shots from the Crusaders finishing him off. Yeah, the demo bike is gonna have a hard time breaching simply because the gargoyles are on patrol. And oh, the Gambit going the wrong way. He could have managed to go this way, but no. This bike is going to get intercepted with little to no trouble. Pop. Gargoyles have really strong anti-armor cannons. Like, they're anti-everything. Did he just kill? I think he killed his own buggy by accident. I think that's what it was. Hopefully just a buggy and not an MCV or something. I kind of missed it off screen. Anyway, Lyra is going to be... Lyra's good here because she's the only artillery unit in the game thus far. Still a lot of AV buggies and no sign of tier 3 just yet for Ice. Scattering his infantry, doesn't want to take the losses. This is such a compact army. Oh wow, AoE. Ooh, that was a good Falcon shot. Also, the residual radiation. Oh! That killed way more than it should have. That has decimated the number of Crusaders. Yikes. So did the Falcon die? Ooh, hello there. There's a demo truck. I think the Falcon must have died eventually, or it got patched up and that's the same one. Not sure on that. So this is going to be very hard to play for Ice. He needs to hold. He needs to do so many things at once. He needs to screen against the Falcon hits, he needs to screen against demo trucks. Ooh. Wow, it survived. Demo track is gonna be revealed, I think. Yeah. There it is. Oh no, don't commit with... Yeah, that could have gone better. Like, he didn't lose any of his infantry core, that was alright, but he could have gotten away much cheaper if he had just pulled half of his anti-vehicle buggies. Yikes! That's blowing a hole in the army now. What's the army value? Still even. Oh, still good. Still all even Stevens. Spectre artillery. So even with Nod, Icesinithol this time around has adopted a passive playstyle. That is so weird to see. It's like, I'm playing Nod and I'm sitting in my base because I can't really flank on this map. Still though, Blackened Troopers are going to be a good addition to the army because they just can spawn decoys, they can cause a lot of havoc. A lot of confusion especially. Look like they've got sniper rifles, but it's actually lasers. I just want a freaking infantry unit with freaking lasers. Woo! That AV buggy got a gargoyle. Not too bad. Wow! I never noticed how strong Lyra is now. She must have gotten buffed to hell and back. And there is Tyrants in addition here for Punsho. That's kind of a support-ish unit, because they give your own units a buff that increases their attack speed, but also increases the amount of damage they take. Oh. Okay. That's gonna be the play, a stealth generator. Stealth generator allows him to just sit comfortably, sit pretty here. Huh? What died there? Regardless. So just trying to clear some space from the marauders. Just trying to clear them out one by one. As you can see, they can trade very well in fortified positions. Oh, there was probably another demo bike. Yeah, no, another demo bike that didn't achieve anything. So stealth tanks this time around. Again, stealth tanks are gonna have a hard time as well. My goodness, 1 Falcon and 6 gargoyles. Ah, 5. Plus double super weapons here. This has been a passive game, and that's not in Nord's favor. As you can see, Icesinithol is being outscaled by quite a bit. We've seen so many active games before, I'm just curious, like probably the exhaustion. He's trying to go for the marauders here. Why though? Like, leave him alone. They're okay. They can't do much here up on the high ground anyway. He's just scouting with a lot of militants. That's 3 picks. Come on. No! Don't send him into the meat grinder. Here you can see how strong militants are, or sorry, how strong marauders are. Their AoE just fucks up blobs. Jeez Louise. He managed to hold the line against numbers overwhelming. 6th gargoyle here. Oh, it's getting spicy. Here's the paladins, and here's more specters. But the time is ticking. Did I see another demo? No. But yeah, double super weapons here. I would like to see queens. Against a passive playstyle, queens are just a godsend. They can just lay eggs somewhere on random corners of the map. They can just harass your refineries, your power plants from out of range. Queens would be my way to go here. But obviously they're high risk, high reward. Speaking of which, hello carry-all demo truck. Oh, he's trying to find the vector. He doesn't see anything here. He doesn't expect an army to be lingering around. Oh, wow. He has no idea that any of this is here. Oh my goodness, he's not gonna see anything here. He's gonna be so confused. There is no stealth detection. Nope. Nope. Oh! If he blows the fuse right now. Oh, the entire army is allowed to move out. Yikes! Oh my goodness, the demo truck sees nothing. You can't see me. That's like some John Cena move. Ooh. Honestly, probably the least terrible outcome for Icesinithol here. Whew. That was brutal. Yeah, he's kicked down to 4 harvesters now. And also trailing behind 6k. No more anti-air here in the group. Oh no. Oh no, the gargoyles can go to town here on the Crusaders. Just being caught with his pants down. Icesinithol is slipping. We see him slipping and trailing here. Banshee's trying to duel with the gargoyles. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be very hard. The Vanehold spawn is almost online. It's at that rate, the Vanehold spawn is less of a super weapon and more of just a headache, like a headache cannon. It's all it does is induce a headache into anyone who plays against it because it's so obnoxious. Demo bike. Okay. He maybe can delete the blob if he's good. If he manages to... Okay. Demo bike got away completely unscathed. Just taking a chunk of the power stations. Nothing too worth. That's gonna be a Vanehold spawn ready. That actually is gonna be very nasty because... Yes! Vanehold spawn has been deployed. And now let's look at the AoE. If Ice pulls the Spectres, he's gonna lose everything. He's gonna lose his entire base to his own friendly fire AoE. It's always... always something to consider. Friendly fire AoE is not a joke. All the Spectres? Ah, he killed his own stealth. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. He completely killed his own stealth generator. Garg's finding the Banshees. That's gonna be an air duel. That's gonna be very one-sided. Oh no. Not paying attention here. Losing so many Banshees. They're really expensive, by the way. 2k a pop, I think. What the hell? His own stealth generator got stealth bombed by the Spectres. God fucking damn it. You guys had one job. Yeah, it's not looking too pretty for him anymore. And another demo truck just to seal you the dealio. Nice little mutant delivery. Decoy army has been deployed. Oh no. Wait, he's going for the main base. Hey, he could go for the army instead. Tuh! Nope. Ooh, that was lucky. Only lost the stealth tank. Ah! Yep. And the Falcon wasted all of his shots on random decoys. That's pretty funny. So at least one winning engagement. Oh! That was absolutely unnecessary. Pop goes the Weasel. That was so unnecessary. Move command here for no reason whatsoever. Tyrant buffing his own units there. Oh, you can't see the buff anymore. Used to be the case that you could see the buff on your own units. It was like this green glitter kind of stuff. Like a vampire, but like a Tiberium vampire. Out of the Twilight Saga. Out of the Tiberium Twilight Saga. There we go. Banshees are trying to... I think he has to go for the... I think he's trying to go for the meditation hall. There's just so many flag stations. No. No, this is doomed to fail. Oh my goodness, 5 flag stations. That is the most heavily fortified meditation hall I've ever seen. We are definitely gonna see an Iron Storm here. Where is it? Oh, on the army. Well, okay. That's fair. That's fair. Let's try spot the real unit. There's like 1 or 2 real units in there. That one's real? Yeah, it's only this tick tank that's actually real. Rest were decoys. Oh my lord. What a game. But that's not the end of it. Oh, there was another demo truck lined up as well. That's definitely not the end of it. That is the 2-2 equalizer now. With that, we are going to go into game 5. See you in a sec. I'm hyped.
Battle control offline. Establishing battlefield control. Stand by.
Alright, 20 jumping jacks later, I'm hyped, I'm pumped for this. Let's see where this leads us. Counterclockwise again, this is Icesinithol. Again, RNG, the Wheel of RNG has decided that he's gonna spawn as Cabal, as fate shall dictate. His first Firestorm plant coming online, and Punsho sticking with mutants to the bitter end. This is gonna be awesome. Map, again, this is a nice one. It's not as choky as some of the other ones. It's called Oasis Trouble. And it features a blue tip expansion, which I tend to forget a lot when I play it. Let's see where this goes. Also pyramids. Awesome. Good hustle. This is a map that has no coastline to speak of. So on other maps like Cabal, hover harassment can be quite screen hover harassment, for example, can be quite strong. which isn't gonna factor in here. Because it doesn't really have a coastline, it just has cliffs. This is looking like Ireland or Wales or something. Totally walled off. Yeah, but it's got a little pond in the middle, and that's nice for, like, say a demo truck. Just a random innocent example. A demo truck crossing the pond here, and immediately driving for the heart of the enemy base. But both are designed to play it safe. Kind of greedy for ice. Double, what's it called? Swarmling opener? No, not Swarmling, sorry. Is it? No, I think it is Swarmling. Screen have shapeshifters, yeah, right. Engineer, you know what I'm talking about. So there we go. Double ref for both. That shouldn't come as a surprise anymore, given how they have decided to play out most of these games. Now, on this map, War Factory opener might be viable. It's a very long route to rush someone, and the Tiberium Wells are most likely gonna reveal an enemy army incoming on the way anyway. So yeah, Reclaimers are the choice. And Reclaimers are kind of tricky to play against Marauders, because as soon as they're hunkered down, you need to outgun them by a lot. But if you can get the snowball rolling, that is kind of the prime objective as Cabal. If you go for Reclaimers, you want to either just have some light infantry protection and scout, or you want to get the snowball rolling if you're going for 20 or something. Right now we haven't seen much of that anyway. And lots of Marauders for Punsho. That's just relatively beefy, relatively cheap. Shotgun in hand. Ha! Running away from the scary machine people. Taking a chunk out of the health pool as well. So that is a 20 stack. That's gonna be relatively expensive, all things considered. One of the derricks has been taken out by the Reclaimers, by the Marauders there. Trying to maraude another Tiberium well, but those are heavily armored. I think he's about to engage into this. Might be tricky if Punsho issues a stop command. Let's see. Most of them are not gonna reach the front lines, but those who do are gonna start the snowball. I think it's enough. Yeah! Nice! Good hustle. It's gonna leave him with a lot of free worker units. That's just what I was... yeah. That's what I'm always ragging on about when I'm talking about Reclaimers. That's the snowball. You don't only delete 10 enemy units off the field, but you also get 10 free units in the process. Not very good ones, but free scouts and free meat shields. That's kind of the idea here. Again, a radar rush for ice. And what's Punsho got in store for him? Mass eco again. Plus battle bosses. That's probably just going to be a... considering how many tip fiends there are, maybe a fiend boss. I like having a fiend boss on the back lines while you're distracting with an army on the front lines, but hey. Never noticed. Ooh. Battle bosses have a really awesome cameo. Love how they look. So, a couple links and one Marauder boss. Yeah, might be enough to push the army back quite a bit. Centurions are coming online, and a move out from probably both MCVs. No, Punsho has waited for his second War Factory before moving out. Now he's doing it. And the workers immediately paying off by revealing the location. With the GPS tracker giving away the location of the enemy. Nope. Denied. Centurion could have gone a bit deeper here. But all is fair in love and war. That's going to be a slight advantage thus far for Punsho because he's got a second Tiberium well. Plus he's macroed up so hard that Ice hasn't kept track. He hasn't kept up, he's only on 4 harvesters now. But, radar tech. So if he manages to get some good radar units out as Cabal, what would that be? That would presumably be Wasps. So maybe he's waiting for a Wasp hive. Also, yeah, blaster turrets, obviously. Those are the obvious ones. Worker drones have served their purpose. No need to keep them around lest they start unionizing. Cap upright. And, yeah, just a couple missile cyborgs, just a bit of zone defense. Missile cyborgs just are so slow to rotate. I hate those units. They're beefy, yes, but it's no fun playing around with them because they... as soon as they've arrived at the front lines, the engagement is over. He's going for the long con, but it's again been revealed. Nice, good scouting for Ice. One of his flaws, though, is that he never goes for scouting air units. I would actually love to see, instead of mass Cabal claws, I would love to see him go for an air factory. Just pump out a couple wasps. Could help sway the engagement in his favor. So yeah, second expansion out here for Punsho as well. He should definitely do an eco transfer very momentarily, because those 5 harvesters are going to be out of a job very soon. God damn it. Missile cyborgs. They're even forming a queue. A very nice and orderly queue. Terrible units. But yeah, obviously, they're strong and heavily armored compared to other, like comparatively speaking, to other basic anti-armor units. And they can't be crushed, which is another stark advantage that they have. Yeah, blaster turrets, that's the name of the game. That's kind of the idea that Ice is going for again. He's going for zone defense. Gonna lose a harvester here. Ooh, that's a nice AoE. Yep, harvester stand there. And the drones. If they can get good hits in with the AoE. Just barely not, barely not. God damn it. It's the worst feeling playing as Cabal, moving your army across half the map, and then getting attacked and having to decide, do I pull back and defend, or do I just go for a base trade? Because in 99% of the cases, it's a lose-lose scenario for Cabal. If you go for a base trade and don't finish your opponent off, he can just run away with his units forever, or with his base forever. And if you decide to come back anyway and wipe his army, then sometimes you're going to be too late. You already have lost critical infrastructure. So now, going for a bit more mobile units, there is a transition to Reapers. Reaper online. And the Autobots are starting to roll out as well. That is an anti-infantry clump if I've ever seen one. Autobots roll the fuck out. He's again going for the Eye of Cabal. I don't know what that play is, I swear. It is annoying, but at the same rate, it's just gonna give away, hello, I've got an expansion here. Please don't attack here. Please no. Punsho's camping the expansion, that's kind of smart. This is the old song and dance again. Game 1 through 3 have been really active in the early game, but this one, not so much. 4 and 5 have been a bit more passive. Oh no. The MCV is in a terrible spot. Yeah, you go ahead, deploy your computer. I love how Cabal has a flat screen on top. Oh, that was a great hit with the Reapers. That was some AoE shutdown on the... Oh, yeah. And now the Autobots can roll up and mop up. Nice! That's been a very good hold. I think it's on the back of the Reapers who just shut it down. Awesome stuff. No way for Punsho to engage into this anymore as soon as the missile cyborgs have arrived. As you can see here. Good lord, they're slow as molasses. On the other side, ooh, Punsho has traded an entire army here as well. And he killed one harvester, I think. Ah, has the minimum range of the blaster turret. Nice. There she goes. Yeah, it's been super worth it for Ice. Let's just see his econ situation real quick. 5k ahead. And combat tab, 5k ahead. So, kind of, I would say, predictable. Punsho going for super obvious attack routes there. But again, he's gonna find himself, his Conyard in peril. Come on, Cabal army, please move. Do something. Nice, the Reapers are focusing out all the armored units. And now it's the march of the cyborgs. Yes, awesome. Shutting down the entire Fiend line as well. That has been so strong. Icesinithol standing indomitable again. Wow. He hasn't lost anything there. Manages to get his blue tip deployed. So this is gonna be Icesinithol's window to, I say, to tech up. Maybe a tier 3 transition would be in order now. There is tier 2 out for Punsho as well. More racks than you'll ever need in a lifetime. I think he's up to 7. 7 racks and soon to be 4 war factories, I'd say. So it's just going for mass production. Oh, that's gonna be a nice run by. Ah, Blaster Turret though. Blaster Turret is gonna do a chunk. It's here. Tiberian Bulls. I smell some Tiberian bullshit here. Ooh. Harvester full of blue tip. Being salvaged. Yeah, being saved here. Awesome stuff. No, no, it can't be saved. There is no salvation for you. 2 harvesters full of blue tip. Ouch, that hurts. Ooh, and they still retain some of the army. Man, the blaster turret, I swear. Single file formation is your biggest enemy against blaster turrets. That's all there's to it. Going deeper for the Reaper, but not getting him here. And a lot of mutant, randomly assorted mutant crap being thrown at Icesinithol there. Still in a slight lead. It's not an overwhelming lead, it's just 3k or something. But Punsho has taken his 3rd expansion, and conversely, Ice hasn't yet. He needs to move his Conjure. He hasn't taken his secondary back either. So he's gonna run out of econ in just a bit. Yeah, I can kill the blue tip harvester, that's alright. Engagement is about to start. Nope, the Centurions want nothing of this engagement. Where are the missile cyborgs? Pull your missile cyborgs, man. They're so slow. Those units, I swear. Oh, finally they're arriving at the front lines. Most of the Reapers have gone down. And there is a massive deployed Marauder force. Depends on whether or not the Centurions are gonna stand strong. Right now it's looking like it's starting to appear like the Centurions can hold the line for the time being. Also nice shutdowns here. All of the armored units are going down. And yeah. 2 little cyborg infantry. Oh, they're also being debuffed. Right, the Tiberian Bulls, they debuff your DPS, I think. Yeah, that's why they lasted so long here. Rip missile cyborgs. You're not gonna escape. Spoiler alert. Yeah, at least he gets a couple Reapers out. Oh, tier 3. Is there tier 3 in the makings? No tier 3 for Ice just yet. Again, Tiberian Bulls. A little Tiberian Bulwark, if I say so myself. What's the econ? Ooh, that's been a bad trade. Trailing behind 6k now. Destroyed tab is about even. Blaster turret base crawl would be an option. Just taking your MCV, deploying it here, maybe, and inching your way forward with those fucking turrets. And drone pits. Don't forget about the drone pits. However, the first artillery unit is on the field. Lyra, she's gonna be an invaluable addition to this army now. And the Falcon. We're gonna see the Falcon punch. 1-2 Falcon punch. Oh, that was a scanner sweep. I think he has, yep. Punsho has opted to go for the spy satellite. Both of them. Spy satellites do provide you with a lot of line of sight here on an expansion, and they also provide you with a support power that gives you a free scanner sweep, just like in StarCraft 2. That is a very prudent move. I like that a lot. Falcon, probably for scouting purposes. He can also sit on the tip and just heal up. Just even those little specks of Tiberium are enough to give his Marauders and Fiends a nice little regeneration boost. He's taking his 3rd base. Again, this is such a slow and methodical game. No comparison to the other ones. Oh, yes. There's a demo. Whoops. There's the demo. Where's it heading? Might be a lot of dead Cabal infantry. That is one way of clearing infantry, if you don't have the means of crushing. Yeah, I can see that. Also, there's no opportunity fire on the Cyborg Reapers, so that might be a problem. Let's see. Oh, he's moving out. Oh, no. Oh, he's moving into the demo. No! Oh! My goodness. All the Reapers. That's all the Reapers did. That is horrible. Yikes. I think that just lost him the game there. Straight up. Like 7 Reapers did. Now, Lyra can poke from range. The Falcons can go in and just wallop the blaster turrets. Falcon! Punch! Another blaster turret down. I have 3 more to go. Jeez. What a defensive line. I see an abductor here. I do see an abductor. I mean, if he can make it work, abductors would be a very valuable addition. No, Lyra. Don't AoE zap the abductor there. Yeah, I think abductors are a very smart play. Only problem is that there are detectors, I believe. Are those the... No, quad cannons are. Okay, so Punsho just needs to build lots of quad cannons. Quad cannons plus a good shot from a Falcon can be a good hard counter to abductors. Minotaurs as well, so finally tier 3. His full potential has been unleashed, but the statistics are probably going to tell us that there's a... Ooh, 30k asset discrepancy. It's not looking very hot here. He can get some good shots in. Like, abductors are so good for hit and run. Ooh! Lyra. The hard counter. Okay. Oh, the scanner sweep is revealed. Like... Oh my goodness, 4 Falcons. Falcon! Punch! There goes the Harvester. What a death ball. This is savage. My game is starting to slow down a bit. I think it's because my hard drive is almost full. Oh my goodness, a Irradiator MRLS as well. So he needs the best of abductor shots to even keep himself afloat in this game here. Ooh! Well, that's a start. If you can start chipping away at the army just like this. Good hustle. I was trying to force fire. Tyrants! That's gonna be such a nasty buffed army. So as soon as the Tyrants press the go button. Ooh. It's about to get messy. Abductors. They're so smart! Oh my goodness! Icesinithol is force firing into the Fog of War to just prevent him from advancing. So the abductors have crazy range. He's scanning. Scanning nothing. Minotaurs is the back line and the abductors the front line. This is gonna get so messy real quick. Needs to force fire again. Yeah, there we go. Just barely out of range. Barely out of range. Still. Oh, there's the Cyber Commando as well. This is... Oh, the go button has been pressed. Tyrants have buffed everything up. Everything is souped up. A-move territory. Let's actually not go. Did my game crash? Huh, no, I can still select things. Okay, at first I thought there was a game crash or something, but it appears to be that this is just the replay ending. Maybe we had a server crash there. I don't know. Ganon didn't inform me there. But based on how this game is looking, it is safe to assume that if the game had continued, Punsho had taken the point here. Sure, there were a couple of abductors out, but he was about to lose his blue tip expansion. He was about to lose his expansion here. Yeah, it was not looking good for him. I think... Yeah, it's fair ruling out the possibility of a comeback for Icesinithol there. What a game. With this beautiful image of this souped up mutant army, I'm gonna leave you for the day. And the conclusion to this tournament is gonna be postponed until next week, because there are 2 more games, and apparently there were not dummy replays. Maybe one of them is, let's see. So, thank you for watching. I'm super hyped for round 3 of this insane tournament, or of this insane best of 7 series. And with that, see you next time. 5 Aces out.
Battle control offline.